Thank you for listening to PoliticalStorm.com. I'm John Small. Quite a few things going on in the news right now, so we're going to try to get a couple of these things taken care of anyway. So something that's kind of interesting, the Republican nominee, Donald Trump, is being, I don't know if this is the right word, but being honored with statues around the nation. Okay, that's probably not the right word, because these statues are not very nice statues. They're naked statues. Yeah, and this is something that you can't unsee. So if you don't want these images stuck in your head forever, do not Google naked Donald Trump statue. Trust me. But several people all around the nation get a full frontal view from an activist group's newest artwork. Activist group In Decline took credit for the installations. The Washington Post reports the group unveiled the projects in Seattle, New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Cleveland. And this is a very liberal group. Now, this is the thing that's interesting to me. This is the same type of people who say body shaming is a bad thing. So if there was a conservative group that put out naked statues, not tasteful naked statues, I might say, of Hillary Clinton, these same people would be freaking out right now. So they've got this very overweight Donald Trump with a very tiny penis. That's what they're trying to say. And again, they're in Seattle, New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and Cleveland. And they're just trying to stir things up. I think it's really sad, but that's where we are in 2016. Another little story that I want to share here, guy scales Trump Tower. This happened a couple days ago, but I was reading the story here about this guy. He used giant suction cups. This sounds like a movie. This doesn't sound real. Giant suction cups, and climbed up the building. He had to get yanked off the building by a New York Police Department after he got to the 21st floor. And this is the part that I thought was funny. He said he waited to do this until his parents were out of town. I think he lives in their basement. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure what he was planning on doing. Now, getting to something a little more serious, there's mass flooding right now in Louisiana, and I've got a senator on the line here to talk about that. So what should we talk about, Senator?
We can talk about levees that couldn't hold, about a FEMA that seemed not just incompetent, but paralyzed and powerless, about a president who only saw the people from the window of an airplane instead of down here on the ground.
Yeah, we could talk about that. That was Senator Barack Obama from 2005 talking about Hurricane Katrina, and he was really disappointed that President Bush didn't make it there. It took him 3 whole days. Well, the clock is ticking. It's already been over 6 days. And, well, if you check your news, you'll see where the president is. He's golfing. He's way too busy. By the way, today, Donald Trump and Mike Pence will be in Louisiana, and I guarantee you the media will do everything they can to make that a negative. Although if it was Hillary Clinton that was going there, she would be the savior of Louisiana. So it's just getting more and more disappointing to watch the media. I watched, for the first time in my life, Rachel Maddow last night. For those of you who've not seen that program, I've heard of it. I've just never watched MSNBC, ever. You know, I've flipped over there for other things, but not when she's on. I've seen Chris Matthews make an ass of himself. But for the first time ever, I watched Rachel Maddow, and she was just going on and on and on about how awful Donald Trump would be for this country, and she was trying to prove her point. And every time she tried to prove her point, to me, I honestly think she made him look like he'd be a very good choice. So, Rachel, good luck to you. Oh, by the way, she kept inviting the new Trump campaign manager on her program, and she was drawing big attention to the fact that she's doing all these other shows, but she just won't come here. Rachel, maybe it's because your show sucks, and nobody watches it. I mean, you guys have been on for 20 years now, and I watched for the first time in my life for more than 5 seconds at a time. So maybe that's why you can't get the guests that the other guys get. Just thinking out loud here. All right. Again, some of the things that we should be keeping our eye on. This weekend, there are many campaign stops for the Trump campaign, but I've been told that the Clinton campaign has taken some more time off. And again, in the news, I've been watching several things posted online and also reported on some news channels about Hillary Clinton's health. As you're getting ready to vote for your commander-in-chief, you're going to want to make sure you get somebody in there that can actually do the job. And honestly, that would concern me even more than the new electoral college map that came out from the University of Virginia Center for Politics. They project Hillary Clinton winning the November election by a landslide. Now, That very same map has been used in the past, and it has been proven to be accurate in the past. But I can tell you something. This election is nothing like elections of the past. When you have people who will not put a sticker on their car because they're getting their windows busted out, when you have people who will not put a sign in their front yard because they're having their yards vandalized, you have a nation that when people are calling and asking who you're voting for, they're not telling you the truth. So it'll be very interesting to see, once again, how accurate all of the statistics are. Again, the polls where it's a blind poll where you're not going to hold me accountable and my name's not going to be attached to this, Donald Trump does a whole lot better, because I think there are a lot of people out there who like what he's doing, and they like the fact that he's telling the truth, even if it pisses a few people off. But we've got Hillary Clinton who's lying, even if she shouldn't be. So it doesn't really seem fair to me that they're using statistics and data that they've always used in the past when we don't have an election like we've had in the past. So once again, the Electoral College map shows that she's going to sweep the nation, and they're saying, well, Trump might as well just quit now. And, oh, he's wasting all this money on TV ads. Oh, this is the other thing that's interesting. Again, I've been watching the media say for the last 3 months, well, why hasn't he advertised? He's got this giant stockpile of money and he hasn't been advertising. So he starts rolling out advertising in 5 states this week, and everybody in the media once again freaking out, going, well, these are states he has no chance of winning. Why is he wasting his money in these states? So where should he advertise? In the states he's already winning? Again, as a marketing person, I think that it would make sense for him to advertise in places where, I don't know, he needs to advertise to get more people on his team. So I think that's a good idea. Also, again, recently, there was a big event I believe it was in Charlotte last night, where Donald Trump he didn't say, I'm sorry, but he did say, I do regret some things that I've said. So instantly, the media attacked him for that. Well, over the last month and a half, these same exact people have been saying he needs to apologize. He needs to say he's sorry. He needs to show people that he regrets these things that he's been saying. So then the second that he does it, they freak out that he does that. So I don't know. The guy just can't win when it comes to the media. And I think that the media is going to be really shocked this November when the votes are done, when the election is over. I think they're going to be shocked. And I don't know, maybe I'll be surprised. I don't see Hillary Clinton winning this thing if everything is on the up and up. And I certainly don't put it past her to come up with a way to cheat. Why do I say that? I don't know. I'm just looking at her history. So there you go. If you would like to chime in, you certainly can. Go to politicalstorm.com, and you can also write an article there. If you want to be on the podcast with me, reach out. We'd love to have you on the podcast, and you can chime in with your point of view. You're certainly welcome to do that. Go to politicalstorm.com, sign up for free. And thanks for listening to this edition of politicalstorm.com. I'm John Small.